Most cars don't die of old age. They die of habits, not from rust or worn parts, but from small daily choices that quietly kill them long before their time. According to the American Automobile Association, 35% of drivers admit they've skipped or delayed maintenance, leading to countless preventable breakdowns. Every skipped oil change, every ignored noise, every shortcut adds up. One car falls apart at 70,000 miles. Another keeps running strong at 800,000. The difference isn't luck, it's awareness. Today I'll share 15 habits that decide whether your car retires early or outlives expectations. Some are common sense, others rarely discussed, but together, they can save you thousands. So before another mile goes to waste, hit subscribe and stay with me. Your car's life might just change in the next few minutes. Habit number 15. Clean the mass airflow sensor. Math. Here's something most drivers never even think about. The mass airflow sensor, or MAF. It's a small sensor inside your intake that tells your engine how much air is coming in, so it can balance fuel perfectly. But over time, dust and oil mist from the filter coat that sensor. The reading goes off, and your engine starts guessing. That's when fuel economy drops. Idle gets rough, and the check engine light quietly plans its next visit. The fix? A simple cleaning every 15,000 miles. Pop the sensor out, spray it gently with MAF cleaner. Never touch it, and let it dry before reinstalling. It costs about $10 and takes 5 minutes. Yet it can restore lost power and miles per gallon instantly. It's small maintenance most people ignore, but it's one of the biggest fuel savers you'll ever do. Habit number 14. Check the PCV valve regularly. There's a tiny part under your hood that most people never notice. The PCV valve, or positive crankcase ventilation valve. It costs about $15, yet it protects your entire engine from pressure buildup. When it clogs, that pressure has nowhere to go, so it forces oil past seals, gums up piston rings, and turns clean engines into sludge traps. You might notice small oil leaks, rough idling, or that burning oil smell that everyone dreads. That's your warning. The fix is incredibly simple. Remove the valve, give it a shake, or clean it with carb cleaner. If it doesn't rattle, replace it. Every 20,000 miles is a smart interval. This small habit prevents blown gaskets, oil loss, and repair bills in the thousands. A $15 valve that saves a $1,500 engine. That's real car care. Habit number 13. Keep the cabin filter clean. It saves your AC. Most drivers think the cabin air filter only keeps the air inside fresh, but that small forgotten filter does something far more important. It protects your entire AC system. When it gets clogged with dust, pollen and debris, airflow through the vents drops. The blower motor has to work harder, the evaporator freezes up, and the compressor starts running hotter than it should. Over time, that strain burns out motors and shortens the life of your AC, one of the most expensive systems to repair. The fix? Replace or clean the cabin filter once a year, or sooner if you live in dusty areas. It takes 5 minutes and usually costs less than $20. A clean filter means smoother airflow, cooler summers, and a compressor that lasts years longer. Small detail, massive difference. Habit number 12. Protect wiring from rodents. Every winter, thousands of cars fall victim to a surprising enemy. Mice and rats love the warmth of an engine bay, and modern soy-based wiring is like a free buffet to them. One night of chewing can disable sensors, fuel injectors, or even airbags, turning a running car into a silent one overnight. You'll usually notice flickering lights, warning codes, or a sudden no start after parking for days. The fix is prevention. Spray peppermint oil around the engine bay, wrap vulnerable harnesses with aluminum tape, or use ultrasonic deterrent. If you see nests or droppings, act immediately. Never ignore the signs. A few minutes of prevention can save you from $1,000, $3,000 in wiring repairs. Don't let a 10-ounce animal take down a 2-ton machine. Habit number 11. Reset the ECU after major maintenance. Modern cars are smart, but sometimes too smart for their own good. The engine control unit, ECU, learns your driving habits and sensor readings over time. When you replace spark plugs, MAF sensors, or O2 sensors, the ECU still remembers the old data, making your car idle rough, or waste fuel even after new parts are in. The fix is easy. Use a basic OBD scanner to reset adaptations or disconnect the battery for 10 minutes. This clears old learning, forcing the ECU to recalibrate with the fresh components. You'll instantly feel smoother acceleration and better mileage. Think of it like rebooting your phone after an update. It just runs clean. Most mechanics skip this step, but doing it yourself keeps your engine and electronics perfectly in sync. Quick pause. If this tip already saved you a repair bill, hit subscribe and keep your car running strong. Habit number 10. Lubricate door seals and window channels. Most people wash their cars, but forget the rubber parts that keep them sealed from the outside world. Those soft door and window seals dry, crack, and shrink over time, especially in heat or freezing weather. Once they lose elasticity, rainwater starts sneaking in, wind noise increases, and doors stick like glue in winter. The fix is simple but rarely done. Twice a year, apply a light coat of silicone grease or rubber conditioner to all seals and window channels. It keeps the rubber flexible, prevents cracking, and stops doors from freezing shut overnight. You'll instantly feel the difference. Doors close smoother, windows slide quietly, and your cabin stays airtight. It's the kind of quiet maintenance no one talks about, but it can easily add years to your car's comfort and resale value. These small metal links complete every electrical circuit, from headlights to the ECU. When they corrode or loosen, strange ghost problems appear: flickering lights, dead sensors, or mysterious error code. Over time, moisture and salt eat away at those bolts, creating high resistance that confuses your car's computer. The fix? Once a year, locate your main ground points, usually near the battery, frame, and engine. Remove the bolts, clean them with sandpaper, and reattach tight. A dab of dielectric grease prevents future corrosion. It's a 5-minute job that can prevent hours of diagnostic headaches. Clean grounds mean stable voltage, stronger starts, and no random electrical nightmares. One of the cheapest yet smartest habits any car owner can adopt. Habit number 8. Don't wash the engine bay recklessly. A clean engine looks great, but one wrong spray can destroy hundreds of dollars worth of sensors. Many drivers love blasting the bay with a pressure washer, not realizing water can seep into coil packs, alternators, or control modules. One droplet inside the wrong connector is enough to cause misfires or electrical shorts. If you want a spotless engine, do it safely. Always cover sensitive parts like the alternator, battery terminals, fuse box, and sensors with plastic or foil before spraying. Use a light mist of degreaser, not a flood, and wipe surfaces with a microfiber cloth. Finish with a quick air blow or gentle idle to dry moisture completely. The goal is clean, not soaked. Done right, a tidy engine prevents grime buildup and overheat. Done wrong, it creates problems money alone can't fix. Wash smart, not hard. Habit number 7. Avoid cheap coolant and radiator caps. It's easy to ignore the coolant cap. It looks harmless, but that small piece controls the pressure that keeps your engine from boiling. Cheap aftermarket caps often lose tension, causing tiny leaks that overheat the system even when the coolant is full. Over time, that leads to warped heads, failed gaskets, and costly repairs. Always use OEM quality caps, and replace them every few years. The same goes for coolant. Mixing random colors or brands can trigger chemical reactions that clog the radiator. Stick to one manufacturer-approved formula, and flush the system on schedule. A new cap costs less than lunch, yet it can save a fortune. Respect the small parts that hold big pressure. When it comes to cooling systems, consistency and quality matter far more than appearance. Habit number 6. Keep tire pressure and recalibrate TPMS. Most drivers check tire pressure occasionally, but almost no one recalibrates the tire pressure monitoring system, TPMS, after rotations or replacement. When sensors are moved without recalibration, they send incorrect readings to the computer. One tire might be overinflated, another underinflated, and you'll never know until uneven wear ruins. Every 30 days, check pressure with a reliable gauge, not just the dashboard display, and after any tire work, recalibrate the TPMS through the car's settings or with a simple reset tool. Proper pressure improves fuel economy, extends tread life, and keeps suspension stress evenly balanced. Neglecting this can shorten tire life by thousands of miles. A quick 5-minute check can save a $400 set of tires. Precision, not guesswork, keeps your ride safe and efficient. Habit number 5. Replace transmission fluid early. Transmission fluid is the lifeblood of your gearbox, yet many drivers ignore it because it looks fine. In reality, heat and friction slowly break it down, turning it into a gritty paste that wears gears and clutch. Modern automatic and CVT transmissions are even more sensitive than older ones. Waiting until 100,000 miles, as some manuals suggest, is a repair waiting to happen. Change it every 60,000 miles. 40,000 if you tow or drive in traffic off. Always use the manufacturer-specified fluid. Mixing types can cause slipping or overheating. A fluid change costs under $200. A rebuild costs thousands. Clean fluid means smooth shifts, better cooling, and a transmission that lasts as long as your engine. Quick reminder, enjoying these hidden car secrets? Tap subscribe, your engine will thank you later. Habit number 4. Change engine oil earlier. Oil is your car's bloodstream, and just like the human body, dirty fluid means early failure. Manufacturers often recommend 7,000 miles per change, but that's under perfect lab conditions, not real life. Short trips, cold starts, or turbo engines break oil down much faster. Change it every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, depending on oil type, and use a quality filter each time. Synthetic oil is worth the investment. It resists heat and keeps internal parts cleaner for longer. When you wait too long, sludge builds up, blocking oil passages and wearing out bearings. The damage is silent until it's irreversible. Fresh oil isn't just maintenance, it's spend 50 now, save thousands later, and your engine will thank you with a smooth, quiet heartbeat mile after mile. Habit number 3. Flush the coolant on time. Coolant isn't just colored water, it's your engine's bodyguard. Over time, it breaks down, loses its anti-corrosive additives, and turns acidic. That acidity slowly eats aluminum parts, radiators, and water pumps from the inside out. Mixing different colors or brands only makes it worse, forming gel-like sludge that blocks circulation. The rule is simple. Flush and refill every 3 to 5 years with the exact coolant your manufacturer recommends. Never mix green with red or yellow. A proper flush removes rust, restores pH balance, and keeps temperatures steady. Neglect it once, and you risk a warped cylinder head or a blown gasket that costs thousands. Clean coolant equals a cool, calm engine, and that's a luxury you can easily afford. Habit number 2. Clean battery terminals and use dielectric grease. Electrical problems often start with one invisible culprit: corrosion on the battery terminals. That white, crusty buildup acts like insulation, choking current flow and forcing the alternator to work overtime. Soon you're facing dim lights, weak starts, or mysterious error codes. Every few months, disconnect the terminals, scrub them gently with baking soda and water, then rinse and dry. Apply a thin layer of dielectric grease to prevent future corrosion. This 5-minute routine keeps voltage stable and electronics healthy, especially on modern cars loaded with sensors. It's one of the cheapest habits that protects some of the most expensive parts of your vehicle. Reliable starts begin with clean connection. Habit number 1. Always use the parking brake. Most drivers think shifting into P locks the car, but that's only half true. Inside your transmission, a small metal pawl holds thousands of pounds of weight every time you park without the brake. On a slope, that pressure can crack components or jam the shifter completely. The fix costs nothing. Just use the parking brake every time. Pull the lever or press the switch before releasing the pedal, then shift into P. This relieves strain, keeps gears aligned, and prevents costly internal damage. It's such a small habit, yet it separates responsible owners from repair bills. A simple click of a lever today saves a $3,000 transmission tomorrow. Final thought: every car tells a story not through words, but through the way it's treated. A clean engine, smooth idle, and quiet drive aren't signs of luck, they're reflections of care. The truth is simple: cars don't need love, they just need attention. Every habit you build, from cleaning a sensor to checking a valve, adds life to the machine that carries you through yours. If you treat your car with patience, it rewards you with loyalty. The engines that live the longest belong to the owners who listen, not the ones who rush. So which of these habits was new to you? Let me know in the comments, and if your car is still strong after 200,000 miles, flex it below. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, because here every video helps your car live longer, run cleaner, and stay alive mile after mile. Top of form, bottom of form.